Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. There we go, good boy. When last we left off, we were down here in the Inidwaith. I will pull up the map. We were all the way down here at Lanuk. We had found the dead body of Wadu, and we had come down here. We had talked to Wadu's father, who was just down the hill there a little ways. He was not very impressed. He was very much talking about how much his son was an embarrassment and a weakling. So we had come up here and talked to Nona, his sister. And Nona had given us a quest to go and talk to a dwarf over in Thor's Combe. Thor's Combe is far to the east of us over here. There's a dwarven hall over here that she wants us to go in and see a dwarf. We're going to go and talk here. After our argument, Wadu went to the halls of the Korak, the dwarves, and Thor's Combe, but what he saw there I do not know. He would say nothing to me when he returned. Those halls have been abandoned for countless years and have a fell reputation. No one goes there. Korak, Ukluth, or Dregluth. Did Wadu find his sword there? I cannot explain it. If you go to the dwarf halls and learn what my brother saw there, I will repay you a knowledge of these lands known only to the Ukluth. I have never been to the halls of the Korak, but if they can be found far to the east of here in the northern mountains of Thor's Combe. So that is where we are going to go right now. Let us go ahead and mount up, get on our burglar steed, and head on over that way. Fantastic. Oh, one thing I want to do before we do that is I do want to bind ourselves at the milestone, since we're going to be working here, and this does seem to be the central hub for all the different areas here. Let's leave Ekadegaras and let us bind ourselves here at Lanuk. There we go. So yeah, we are going to continue on over now to Thor's Combe. As you could tell with Nona there, I'm not going to be trying to do the voices today. I've got a bit of a raging head and chest cold going on. It kind of came on me a day or two ago. And I've been talking with the deep, sexy Barry White voice now for about 3 days. And sniffling and sneezing and coughing and everything else. So I'm not going to be trying to do the silly little voices because my throat just can't take it at the moment. I don't even think I could do a dwarf right now for more than just a sentence without it causing me to go into a bit of a coughing fit. So I'm going to try and avoid that. Alright, so we are heading into Thor's Combe. I know that there are several, you see all these half-orcs and all. There are several encampments down in this way as well. This is one place, you see them up there on the hill. This is one place that I always get confused with, the Redhorn Gate, the Redhorn Pass area. In, these guys are actually green, wow. Always get them confused. This particular area of the map a little bit confused with the Redhorn Valley over in up in Eregion, because they're much the same. You know, you've got this dead end valley that you're riding into. Yep, got a little bit too close to the green one there. You got this dead-end kind of valley you're riding into up into the mountains, and you're looking for a pass along the way. And kind of weaving out of the various inhabitants of the valley while you're trying to do it as well. So we'll come on up. I do apologize, it's been a while. Whoop, there's a giant over there? Huh. Don't remember there being giants in these areas. Wonder if that must be a giant fortress up there. I did not remember that. Vaguely remembered the dragon kind, the drakes up this way. Did not remember the dragons. I mean, the giants. Did not remember them. Like I said, just barely remember the drakes. Let's see if we can get away from this one quickly enough so that it will leave us alone. Alright, the serpent halls. That must be where that thing showed up on our map here. In the serpent halls area. Yeah, right up yonder is where the... Guess if you can continue on up that way. Get our hands on the right keys there, Gnarlo. There must be a outpost up that way where all these drakes and all are coming from. In the meantime, we are going to be looking for a way to get across this river here. Because I know that the area we're looking for is on up this way. Let's see if we can find it. I was wanting to say that I thought there was a log bridge you had to cross that took you over here and led you to the pathway that went up. And it looks like, I don't know if we're too far to the north or too far to the south. It looks like we may be too far to the south for that. Let's head on it. Yeah, there it is. It's right up there. You see it? See it hanging right above the waterfall up there. So that is the area we're gonna go. Oh, let's go ahead and take out this fire. Got a fire bat? Nope. Looks like a little mini drake type thing. He looks like a bit tougher. He's a little bit tougher, you know. Most of these flying creatures have always been kind of overconned. We always talk about that. How like the bats and all that aren't nearly as tough as their level, but this one, the damage he did to us, this one was a little tougher than most. Indeed. We'll go ahead and mount up here. Although I think we're going to get dismounted as soon as we cross. I'm just hoping to avoid the drake there. We are just a little bit down on our hit points. More Khazad Skarn that we need to collect. And we will come on around, follow this little path, and see if it'll lead us. Yep, there we go. It does lead us right on over here to the bridge, doesn't it? We should be good enough. We can mount up again. The Yule Fest is still going on. It is currently January 10th. Originally, it was scheduled to be over yesterday, I guess, today. It's only scheduled to run through the 9th or the 10th. But because they had a hot fix and all coming in, they actually sat there. They actually delayed the opening by a bit. So it actually continues going on until, you see these broken dwarf carvings along the road. I think we're on the right path. It actually continues on until next, I guess, early Tuesday, about 3 a.m. in the mornings when it usually stops. Starts and stops. So I would imagine that's whenever we can anticipate it ending this time. Ooh, I bet that water's cold. All this snow and all coming down. Let's have a look out across the vale there, across the combe. Quite a nice sight. Quite a nice sight. We will continue on up. Excuse me. Let's see, where are we going here? I think we are maybe one road too high. Maybe we should be down there. Yep. Kind of forget I have safe fall from time to time. Remembered it about halfway through it and went, it's too late to hit the button now. We are looking for one that winds on up. Yeah, I think we got the right path this time, maybe. Wonder who all these people are. Got quite a few people sitting along here, just kind of hanging out on the path. Maybe they're waiting for the ice cream truck to show up. There we go. Boy, that was a good break. That was almost fatal fall, wasn't it? It is still giving us problems. There it goes. Wow. Yeah, anytime you get one that goes almost that long, that was a near fatal drop there. There's another dwarf marker. What do you know? And a milestone up here. As you can tell by the milestone and the campfire, this used to be a major, once again, a major hub for this area here. That'd be Zudrugund. Let's look at this dwarf marker. And see which one we have found this time. You have found the dwarf marker at Gnarlo's Peak. Okay. Let's see if we can pull it up. Be the deeds. There's my wife. I will be right back. I am back. I do apologize. That was my wife calling. She is out going to the grocery store and was wanting to know if that was me that just passed her in my car. It's like, no ma'am, I have not learned how to play Lord of the Rings in my car yet, which is probably a good thing. Here we are with the dwarf marker at Gnarlo's Peak. It says, this pillar marks a site where the dwarves of the Lonely Mountains, under the leadership of Thror and Thrain, temporarily settled during their exile. We have 2 more to find. We got the one at Ford Maru, and we've got to find the one at near the Pool of something. Pool of the King. All right. So there we go. It's busy up here. There have been like 3-4 people that have either ridden past going in or coming out. Let us go ahead and go on into Zudrugund, is that the name of it? Zudrugund. Alright, so we have got to explore the dwarf hall here of Zudrugund. Let's look at the terrain. It looks quite a bit, same kind of features and same sort of features and patterning on the wall that we've seen in places like the Hall of Command and the Hall of Leadership over in Moria, and the rather iconic dwarf crystal lamps there. We have a ranger over here, don't we? Coronir, how are you doing, Coronir? I did not expect to see you here. Let's see. Oh, even got book 14 for women. Book 3 for women. 4. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, folks, that cold medicine's really kicking in right now. Book 4 for when it's ready. Let's see. Chapter 14, The Distant Dwarf. This hall is mostly abandoned, Gnarlo. 2 dwarves seem to live here, but I've seen no sign of the rest of their people. Gnar and Frethgeir, their names are, and Frethgeir seems normal enough, but as for Gnar, well, see for yourself. Alright. Excuse me. So I guess this is the point where we look for Frethgeir and Gnar. Looks like this must be the library part of the hall. There's Frethgeir. Now, where do we find Gnar at? Looks like that must be Gnar over here moving among the stacks. Hello, Gnar.
Who's there? Who is it? Huh?
Who's there? Who is it, The dwarf peers forward, but his eyes seem unable to fix upon you. The soup is cold. Heaven, the soup is cold. Set it atop the fire. Ah, yes, 23. The dwarf wheezes, his beard fluttering slightly with exhalation. He brings his hand up to his mouth as if holding a ladle, and sips at the air. He pays you no more heed. So we talk to Frethgeir. My God. Is that one of the oldest dwarfs you've ever seen, or what? I mean, look at how much he's almost completely bald, extremely gray, and look at all those lines on his face. And the glazed over dead eye. Alright, let's go over here and talk to Frethgeir and see if we can find out what Gnar's story is. Frithgear.
Welcome to Zudrugund, traveler. I should apologize for old Gnar.
Welcome to Zudrugund, traveler. I should apologize for old Gnar. He is very old. I know not how old, and his mind wanders. He has experienced a great deal of hardship and pain, but he has remained here while all others have left him. All save Frithgear, that is. You explain why you have come, and ask Frithgear about Wadu. He nods with recognition. Yes, the Dunlending. He came to speak with Gnar some time ago. Gnar was more aware that night than he usually is, so I marked the visit. The two ventured into the mine beneath these halls. I'm sorry, but I do not remember anything else peculiar about the visit. There's a brew I can make of several ingredients found throughout Thror's comb. The vapors of the brew seem to make Gnar more aware of his surroundings. If you bring me these ingredients, the brew may allow you to speak with Gnar directly. I will need several handfuls of Huwulhur's herb, some Nijammuju flowers, and the variety of nut called Kibble Klutz. Take this list of ingredients and where they can be found. All right, so we need to find, we need to find 6 of the herbs, 6 of the flowers, and 4 of the nuts. We will take that one on. And I actually think that is where we're going to stop for the moment, just because it is kind of rough on my voice right now. And I don't want to. I know I can tell if I continue on that I will end up getting into like a coughing fit. I don't want to start that on y'all's ears. So that is where we will stop. I will try to get up another one later tonight, early tomorrow morning. Or at least get one recorded later tonight, and then try and get it up tomorrow morning, so we can continue along, and after I've medicated myself a bit. So, hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for coming along. Enjoy the Yule Fest. Like I said, we've got about another week left on it. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.